Hey, what's up guys, John here, and back in the summer of 2014, I went to a volunteer program called Living with Big Cats Wild Edition. A lot of you are familiar with Living with Big Cats, which is a separate program where you take care of animals in a sanctuary. But Living with Big Cats Wild Edition, as the name suggests, is all about wild animals and research. Whenever you do one of these programs through Volunteer Southern Africa, they're always looking for the places that do the most for the animals and offer the best experience for volunteers. So the program was recently upgraded to a brand new location. Living with Big Cats Wild Edition has a strong emphasis in conservation and seeing animals in their natural habitat, which is something I think is really important whenever you're looking at one of these volunteer programs with animals. Each day we'd start out really early, usually leaving at about 5:30 in the morning for either a bushwalk or a game drive. Bushwalks are great because you're on the same level as the animals and you get to see details that you might otherwise miss while driving in a car. You also get to feel like you're part of the wild because at times you're literally walking in the footsteps of wild animals. It's really peaceful walking through the bush, listening to the sounds of nature, and although bushwalks are a lot of fun, they're not just done for our amusement. The bushwalks, the game drives, the animal tracking, those things are all really essential to the research that gets done at the program, so we would always monitor the animals and write down the data. And we do this to monitor things like population size and behavioral habits. On our walk, we came across some hippo with a baby, and that's something I've never seen before, in the wild, in captivity, or even on TV. That baby hippo was the cutest little thing, and that's the beauty of bushwalks and game drives. No matter how many times you go, you never know what you're gonna see. After our morning bushwalk, we'd usually head back, have breakfast, and import the information into the database. Then it could be resting or reserve maintenance before heading out for an afternoon game drive. I just walked outside my room and these guys are just casually hanging out in the backyard. Well, it's been a good day so far. We are about to go out on a game drive right now. Hopefully we'll see a leopard. 7 times in South Africa and still I've never seen a leopard in the wild, so hopefully today, fingers crossed. Going on a game drive and seeing all these animals in the wild, there's nothing else like it. You might see these animals on TV or in a zoo, but there's nothing like actually being there, in the midst of it all. It's like that opening scene in The Lion King, but getting to actually be there and be a part of what's going on. A term you'll often hear me use in these videos is the Big Five. The Big Five is an expression referring to the 5 African animals that it's hardest to hunt on foot. The lion, the leopard, the elephant, the buffalo, and the rhino. I've been on game drives before where I've been lucky enough to see 4 out of the 5, but leopards can be really elusive, so people don't always see those in the wild. But this time, I finally saw a leopard. It walked out right in front of us and it was beautiful. We saw a whole pride of lions on the move, even including some lion cubs. I've said it before and I'll say it again, the best place to see lion cubs is in the wild with their mothers because that's how it should be. We saw all the Big Five on one single game drive, and that was incredible. As you may have seen in my last video, rhino poaching is one of the biggest wildlife problems in South Africa, as these animals are being hunted to near extinction. So any place that has rhinos needs to have a really strong anti-poaching unit. On one of the days, 2 of the members from the unit paid us a visit. They showed us how they use dogs to catch poachers and protect the rhinos.
My name is Peter, and this is Byron. We're here to do a demo for you guys and show you exactly what we do. We'll perform a small demo. Byron will lay a trap, and then I'll use Cheetahs, the Belgian Malinois, to track him, and then he'll do a bite at the end.
So a question I'm often asked is, what is the difference between living with big cats and living with big cats wild edition? Well, as mentioned earlier, living with big cats, you take care of animals at a sanctuary. At living with big cats wild edition, the animals are in the wild. They're living in their natural habitat. You get an amazing education in wildlife, and you work directly with industry professionals in their research and conservation efforts. So if you're looking for a conservation and research-based program where you get to see the animals in the wild, this is the program for you. Seeing a leopard in the wild is something that's been on my bucket list for a while now, and I'm glad I finally did that on this trip. So leave a comment down below letting me know one item that's on your bucket list. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you did, and I'll see you very soon with another new adventure.